blessings for each of our relationships. Continue to be with us, lead us and guide us, or our steps. Stop playing during prayer. Forgive him, and we pray. Talk loud. Mic check. Okay. Mic check. There you go. What up, guys? You're watching Kickin with Keesh. My name's Keisha Carter, and let's kick it. So, I am here with 3 amazing special guests. This face you've seen before because this face kind of belongs to me. This is my fiancé, Sofo. Follow him at Sofo.sama on his YouTube and Instagram. Sofo Sama. Sofo-Sama. He's a YouTube gamer. He's not an unfamiliar face to my YouTube. This is my fiance, Sofo. And to my left, I have 2 of my favorite people. One of my favorite new couples who are also engaged, Vince and Tam. And they have a YouTube. So subscribe to their YouTube. It's BaeTime _TV.
Yep.
Yeah. The YouTube is BaeTime _TV. The TikTok is. Tell them.
So our YouTube is BaeTime TV and our TikTok is BaeTime _TV. I go first. Period.
Oh, that's cute. TV, Tam, and Vince. That's so cute. That's so cute. I didn't even get that. I didn't get that. Okay, I'm late. Whatever. That's cute. So yeah, subscribe and follow them. Subscribe and follow my fiance, as well as subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube. So click that subscribe button, hit the bell for the notifications, and follow me on all of my social media platforms at Keesh, Keesh. And yeah, if you are watching this via visual, it's on YouTube and Kickin with Keesh Facebook fan page. If you are listening to it via audio, you can find all of my episodes and Kick It with Keesh nonstop on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Overcast, and Castbox. So you should always be kicking it with me. Period. That's what it sounds like. There's no avenue that you should not be kicking it with me on. So yeah, do that. Subscribe, follow. All of our hashtags, underscores, and period, backslashes are on the screen here, so make sure you follow all of us and get that done. Now, because support is everything. And support is free. Stop playing. Disclaimer. My views do not reflect those of my employer. Our views do not reflect those of our employer. Our employers, plural, because we all know work for the same company. But Tam and I are flight attendants, so that's basically why you're here today. Duh. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. Business promotion. First business promotion is Tinder because that's how we met. Second business promotion is Hinge because that's how they met. And this episode is all about how us 2 flight attendants found our husbands online. I found this face.
And I found this one.
Online. Childish.
Well,
I did it.
I found these. So.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Okay, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Our second business promotion of the episode is mine, Kicking It with Keesh. KeeshCollections.com. Please go get your Don't Touch the Flight Attendant apparel at KeeshCollections.com. Right there. Or it's in the audio notes, the YouTube notes. Don't worry about me. It's a lot going on here. It's just a mental notes and I talk to myself out loud. Don't judge me. Next, the third business promotion for this episode is Continental Beauty and Company, and that's Miss Tam's business. Go ahead and tell them what you do.
Okay, baby. At Continental Beauty and Company, I have your first class lashes, beauty extension. Baby, everything you need to be beautified. Make sure you stop.
It's there.
Stop and shop at shopgrowinglashes.com, baby. I got on my tailwind lashes right now. We gonna talk about Keisha's. I know she ain't got. What's this?
They some of yours. They some of hers. Don't act like that. You gotta look and figure out what they are. I just pulled them out the suitcase.
Cross them. No. I think
These is yours.
Malaysia.
You got some whiskeys.
Oh, she owns the company from the, you get them in a...
Yeah, this is aviation inspired.
Look kind of cool.
Continental.
Yes.
Let your beauty shine worldwide.
Yes. So my friend, my friend here, Continental Beauty and Company, her lashes come in small suitcases because aviation inspired, and genius. I actually stand behind this lash company because when I do wear lashes, I gotta put on one of hers. It's like I'm a brand ambassador at this point.
The best
It makes sense. And I'm not gonna, I don't promote nonsense. It'd be different if I didn't like the lash. I actually like one of her lashes. And they're durable. I can wear them like 10 times.
Right.
Cause I don't get, see? There we go. Now, we're gonna hop into a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. It's only gonna take like 15 seconds, so don't act like that. Give us a minute. Listen to this little commercial, and we'll be right back. You're Kickin' It with Keesh. What up, guys? We're back, Kickin' It with Keesh, and we're gonna hop right into keep going into the episode. Today's airplane rule of the day is what? Don't touch the flight attendant. Do not touch the flight attendant. Don't touch the gate agents. Don't touch the pilots. Don't touch the bag. I mean, you can't even get to the bag of people. But the bottom line is, don't touch the flight crew. That's period. Let's get into these notes. The Federal Aviation Administration has proposed a $27,500 penalty for the female passenger who struck the flight attendant on Northwest Airlines. I can't say the real name of the airline, but it's directional. Catch that. And the federal law prohibits interfering with aircraft crew, physically assaulting or even threatening to physically assault aircraft crew or anyone else on the aircraft. Passengers who violate this law can be subject to civil penalties, criminal fines, and imprisonment. When passengers touch me, it's more so annoying because it's like there is a flight attendant call button. You don't have to touch me.
Exactly.
You do not have to touch me. It worked all. I've never seen a broken call button. See,
So,
he know better.
How often has that happened to you?
Do they touch me?
Yeah.
Oh, every day. And it's more so like it goes from as simple as an arm touch. Excuse me. It's like unhand me, and I act that dramatic every time. And then people think I'm joking. It's like stop touching me. Stop touching me in real life. Right. And it's monkeypox out there. The African swine flu is back. Like I don't understand. Like don't touch me. And it's like granny touched my butt the other day. I was standing in the aisle and she like patted my butt and was like, excuse me, baby, can I get some coke? I said, man, that's sexual assault.
Damn.
And you gotta pay for that. Like, don't be touching my butt.
Exactly. Like, did you send her the invoice?
I should have. My job would probably took half because they be taking taxes.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna hop into the full topic of today's show. And I want to know how you met. I mean, I guess we do know y'all met on Hinge. We met on Tinder. How does Hinge work?
Hinge. So what stood out to me with Hinge is that like you can put these. It's like a Q&A on there. You put it on your page. So certain stuff like that. So I think it'd be like 5 of them. You get to pick what question, then you answer under it. And you still have your pictures and all that stuff too. And then when we was using Hinge, I guess it was like new, so like all the features was free basically. So you can do any location, you can just change whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I found her.
Wait, I feel like you're about to say something because of my location.
Oh yeah, she was super far. So I put a 15-mile radius, and she was like way outside.
Because I was living out here, but he was living in like
I was in Cape.
Yeah, like 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
But I put downtown.
Yeah.
So he thought I catfished him. But I'm like, why would I put what I really said?
Sure.
Did she catfish you for real?
Nah, she catfish. Yes.
Location fish or like
Pictures.
Okay,
Location.
no, half of my hair was shaved off, but like it was old pictures, but I just wanted everything to match up, and I had a lot of pictures with that hairstyle, so that's what I put on there. You said it was catfish. I still look the same.
I did not. On my profiles, like I need you to see every style I make come out with. Like I don't think I had a lot of hair. Did I have hair? I had my side shaved.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Did you have like pictures of like different places and stuff like that?
Like locations as a flight attendant?
Nah, just like different pictures. Like all of her pictures, it was like she just took 5 pictures in her kitchen in the same outfit.
All the same.
Yeah, no, I had different pictures.
It was cute though.
I remember you had a couple of pictures in the gym locker room. You had like at least 3. You had like the double wide, you know what I'm saying, one of these.
So I was flexing on my dating, online dating profile.
I think I remember, and you had some glasses and you looked tired. I was like, oh, she gonna be working out. Like, yeah, let's work out together. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I remember.
So we'll get to Tinder in a minute. On Hinge, you swipe right or she swipe? Like, how does it work?
So yeah, I don't remember if it was a swipe thing though. I think you just messaged them.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm glad you don't know because you shouldn't be on there.
So
I didn't have to sneeze. I thought I had to sneeze.
So yeah, I think I don't know how it is now. Well, I kind of hear that like a lot of the features that we had, they're not free anymore. But
Yeah.
I can send her a message and then she get to choose if she approves it or not, and then she messages back.
Right.
That's cute.
And he sent me flowers. He was like, hey, what's up? It was like a little rose. I was like, okay, let me see. You're a little gentleman. Okay, let me reply back. And look at me. I hope fiancé.
You remember the conversation?
Yeah.
Was it like bland? Was it like one of those, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine, how are you? Oh, I'm great, what you up to? Was it like one of them bland, what's your favorite color? Like,
Nah, it was more like, so yeah, I sent her the rose, said hey, what's up, and all that, and then we talked for like a little bit, and then she sent me her Instagram, and then I seen that she had the Jamaican flag, so that was like a conversation.
oh, I thought you about to say that was a red flag.
Oh,
That's one of my red flags too. I don't do Jamaican.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
You don't mess with us?
No, not y'all men. Like, we
Oh
can be
yeah,
friends.
I got one from my actual Jamaican family. The men, they said don't date us men. We ain't no good.
Listen, we'll talk about locations to date from on another episode. But that's cute. So a lot of people don't realize how, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Common it is for a flight attendant to date online, like single flight attendants to date online. I know quite a few of them that do date online that have their location open to every place that they land. Were you one of those?
So I did it for a minute, but I really didn't go on a date for real. I only went on like one real date. And I told him I was a flight attendant, and then immediately he asked me for a buddy pass. So I was just like, blah. So that didn't go. So that's why when I first met him, I didn't tell him I was a flight attendant. I told him I was a bartender because I was. But then I sent him a picture of my uniform.
We bartenders for real.
Yeah.
But we bartenders, firefighters,
sure did.
social workers,
I told you she straight up catfish.
therapists.
Catfish.
She had to make sure. So a lot of flight attendants.
Everything.
A lot of flight attendants and pilots do too, because pilots like I'm a pilot on their online dating profile. It's like, swipe right. No, avoid.
That's what she be telling me all the time.
Avoid. But a lot of flight attendants
are
that,
horrible.
yeah, a lot of flight attendants that online date, we don't. Some not. I don't know. That's probably 50-50. Some of us say we're a flight attendant. Some of us don't say we're a flight. Did mine say I was a flight attendant? I think mine put like public transportation or something. I didn't try to hide it.
Right.
Like, what you do for a living? Public transportation. I want you to think I drive a school bus.
Right.
Or I drive a city bus or something, because I want to know how you're going to respond.
I can't remember. I was just focused on the working out part.
That's what caught your eye on my Tinder profile. So we met on Tinder before Tinder was like a hookup site. Like, Tinder was a great site when we met. I don't know how Tinder is now. I haven't had Tinder in years.
Wham bam.
Oh man.
I always use Tinder as like a game, like when I got bored,
Yeah.
just be swiping.
That's how flight attendants use a lot of dating apps.
Yeah.
It was more so like, I'm bored on this overnight, or I'm going to this city, let's see who I can meet. And it's like, ride.
Yeah, one of my other flight attendant friends, she does that just to meet like other people in new cities, and and she'll just go out like not dating at all, just to find new friends in the city. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of dangerous, but I guess because
Like,
I
be
need to
careful.
go out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how I felt about Hinge before I got it. Because I was like, I'm not doing that. Y'all is crazy. It's dangerous. But where else is I going to find somebody?
You're not
I
see.
don't know.
Listen, and between us coming home and getting ready for our next trip and resting and going to the gym and doing laundry and going to the grocery store and self-care and taking showers and trying not to lose our minds and
Right.
decompressing. That's all the flight attendant has to do. And granted, we only got 2 or 3 days off before we got to jump back into our next trip. So when do you have time to really date someone? That's why a lot of flight attendants revert to online dating.
Exactly.
Now there's Bumble, Black, Facebook dating.
Right. I just heard about that.
Yeah, Tinder, Hinge. Wait, is Bumble for the gays?
That's for girls. That's
I
for
don't
women.
Nah, cause I had
More so for women.
I think it's Grindr.
Grinder. I get Bumble and Grinder mixed up.
Yeah,
Not that I've ever been on Grinder, but I get them mixed up.
Bumble the one where like the women have to message you first.
Yeah.
I've been on that. I did Bumble when I was had first moved to New York before he slid back in my inbox. Cause Tinder, we was on Tinder 2017.
I think, I don't know. I kind of just had it, but I don't know if I was still on it. Like, I can't remember.
Well, I met you in 2017.
What year is it right now?
2022.
22.
Let me do the math. That's like 5.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like 5 years.
Wait, so how was it when do you remember seeing my Tinder profile?
Yeah.
How was it?
Add your picture. Add some descriptions. Add some more pictures.
Was it a catchy profile? I used to try to make my dating profiles real catchy because it would annoy me when people like, oh, I like the gym. I like the hike. I like long walks on the beach. Shut up! Don't talk to me. You know, I don't know. I tried to make my stuff like different from the other girls.
All I saw was a working out part.
He was
That's what
a
come out.
little
I don't even know. He said,
Look at
yeah.
the muscles. That's mine right there. That's
Right, literally.
Yeah. I don't even know what I wrote.
I don't either.
At one point, I was just putting random stuff like, guess what? Or maybe, I think I put a common verse on one, and then I know on another, I put some super random stuff like, I do hair and sell candy on the side or something. Random.
What?
Okay, next question. Next question. What were your first thoughts about dating a flight attendant? Like when you found out we were flight attendants, what was your first thought? And what did you expect?
Well, when I first sent a picture, I was in my blazer and I think I had my scarf, but I didn't like get flight attendant vibes. I don't think I had my wings on. And he was like, "Oh, you're a pilot."
No, that's because you said that when you sent that picture.
I did. I said I was a pilot. See, I still ain't want him to know I was a flight attendant.
I'm telling you, like she's straight up.
There is a catfish.
My bad.
Nah, but I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I just knew like free flights was coming.
Wow.
No, first you didn't ask.
They were coming. You was I'ma
Travel
bag
all
that.
over the world. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool though, cause it's like that's different. A flight attendant, like I didn't meet many flight attendants, so I thought that was kind of cool.
You did not come across many flight attendants while online dating?
Well, online dating, I came across I think 2 of them. But and then it was kind of cool, like you know, you tell your friends like, hey, y'all gotta be a flight attendant, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know, that was kind of fun. But yeah, I thought we would just travel everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
I didn't want to do a long distance relationship, but at the same time, so let me go ahead and try this out. I didn't really expect anything, you know. This is me and life. I don't expect nothing. I just do stuff, and it works out.
So how was it when we first started? Was it talking, dating? Which one we call it these days? When we first started talking.
Yeah.
Considering we met online.
How was it like?
It was like your thoughts about dating me as a flight attendant when I was based in Houston.
I wasn't tripping. I was looking at the muscles.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Go.
Whenever you come back, you know, I'll be here. Just playing video games, working out.
Everything reverts back to the muscles. Makes sense.
Yeah, I wasn't really tripping. I don't be tripping over that. You know, it was
Yeah.
cool. One thing that was kind of tough was, you know, knowing when you were back or available. But at the same time, you know, you know what you getting into. You know, prepare, so.
That makes sense. Okay, what about when I was in New York and you slid back into my DMs? You knew I was living in New York.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Like, what did you expect? Like, were you okay with that? For me living in New York?
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually. At that point, I was more so okay with it because that was a couple years after.
Okay, you had matured a little bit.
Yeah, I've matured a little bit, and also I was like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing else.
So you might as well wait on me.
Ah,
Love it.
aw.
She said she'll find her way back.
So what did you? So you expected to travel the world?
Yeah, like see different stuff, all that. Yeah.
Did you?
Nah.
So you were just like, I'm just having a dope girlfriend, like it don't even matter her job something. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much. I'll be chilling.
How did your friends respond when you was like, "Oh, I'm dating flight attendant"?
So like, oh, okay. Wanna play some video games?
Wait, how did your
Sure.
friends?
My friend is like, man, she got friends.
Oh, you know what?
Man.
She got friends.
Yeah,
She
actually.
got friends.
You right.
I still like that. Where your friends at? I'm like, they're probably in the air somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, my friend, my homeboy that's single, he was like, shit, let's see what's up. Go ahead.
What friend is that?
You already know which one.
Josh. Hey, Josh. Josh is in a happy relationship right now.
Yep.
Hey, Josh.
Oh, that's what's up.
So the next question is, did y'all ever have to do long distance?
No, and I'm so grateful for that because, baby, commuting is hard. Like, I really be, like, hearing about these stories, and I be kind of like, oh, my bad. Like, I'm finna go home to my man right quick, so I'll see you on the next trip.
That's crazy. We did long distance for, well, I was based in Houston when we first started talking, and then we didn't talk, and then when he slid back into my DMs, I was based and living in New York, and so we probably did long distance for if a month before the pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hit, and I was in New York, and New York was the worst place to be during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took the leave that they offer from work, and I was just down here in Texas because I was like, I'm diabetic, I can't be up there in New York looking crazy. And eventually, he handed me a key.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah, my lease was up in New York, and I was like, I need to find an apartment in Houston. I was literally hell bent on finding an apartment in Houston because I was like, I'm not shacking with this man. That's his house. I want my own stuff. Rah rah rah. 3 months into the pandemic, he was like, there you go.
But see, also you was between DFW, New York, had stuff in New York.
Oh yeah, because I was still trying to move it all down here. And you know, I'm from Fort Worth. So with flight attendants, we can live in so many places at one time. That's another reason why online dating is convenient. Because it's like serial dating is what flight attendants can do easily and very well. But you have to be careful. Serial dating does not mean serial sexing.
Exactly.
Every person you meet online or decide to date. And so when people be like, oh, flight attendant hasn't been in every city, she probably does have somebody she talks to in every city if she's a serial dater.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Have y'all heard about the boys? Have y'all heard about the flight attendant reps? Because I didn't hear about that until I started flying. Like, I didn't know that we were supposed to have men in different cities and...
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Like
the reputation that they would have.
yeah, everybody's saying like, oh, you got a boyfriend, East Coast, West Coast. Like, I never knew that until a pilot told me, and I was just like, what? Like, why would I do that? That's a headache. I don't.
Girl.
I can't.
Nah, I ain't never heard that.
Okay.
You. Okay. We got pretty good clean slate men.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't have a bad taste of flight attendants out in y'all mouth. Because usually, first online dating question that they usually say, so I'm guessing you got a man in every city. Like,
Right.
First off, I'm barely on this app.
First off,
I'm laying down, right? I'm laying down, so I'm like about to go to sleep. So at this point, I'm barely texting you. Yeah, flight attendants are pretty good for serial dating, but I'm glad y'all had a clean slate when it came to meeting flight attendants. Okay, so next question. How many, you said that. We did. How was online dating for you?
It was like you said, it was very convenient, and it was just like sometimes I do forget to check the app because like, I don't be y'all.
And you gonna put the notifications on because as soon as you land and you get back your signal back, it's like bing, 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 bing.
Exactly.
And then the most
Y'all be getting messages though. Y'all be getting on bunch.
yes, and the most oh god, I was sitting in my jump seat one day and my phone was like going off. And I'm like, why am I getting all these notifications? It was one of the dating apps. And so I'm literally like, they were boarding. And I walked to the bathroom. I think it's an emergency. I think my mama calling me. So the other flight attendant was like helping with deplaning. And this is at my old company. And so I'm looking at my phone and the passenger in first class was like, as soon as we landed, you showed up on my dating app. And I looked at
Oh my god.
And I was like, yeah, let me turn these off.
What?
Let me turn this
So
location
catches
off.
really do be on there too. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of creepy. Because
Yeah, there's some male flight attendants, some of my gay friends that are on dating apps, and they'll be like, in the air and be like 22B, and this is just a scenario. 22B is on Grindr, just messaging me on Grindr talking about I was 6 feet away, and I was like,
oh wow.
what?
Oh, because they do have a little tracking thing. Like
Yeah, like how far they
Oh,
are.
that's wild.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to do that though, like with Tinder and stuff. Like when I travel, as soon as I land, I just like
What they look like in this city.
Right.
Oh, I did that. Yeah.
Quality
yeah.
women.
every time, man, on the plane.
That's kind of sad.
Like I said, it was really a game. It's
Yeah, I just looked at it as a game. For real.
Now, I was about to say that. I wouldn't say that online dating for flight attendants is a game for flight attendants, or I wouldn't even say it's a pastime because that gives a bad reputation.
Yeah.
But I will say it is an easier way for us to have relationships or even try to establish some normalcy within relationships of
Right.
our hectic jobs.
Because especially me, because flying all the time, like 4-day trips, so many days off, like I turned into an introvert, and I was just like, I don't even want to go out. So dating online was very convenient because it's like I just want to be in the house since I'm all not at home. Like
if I step outside, it's for the errands I gotta run.
yeah,
I'm gonna get back at the house.
exactly. So it's like this is very convenient.
Makes sense. Online dating is a great avenue for a flight attendant. Just be careful. Locations being on.
Girl, put downtown.
Right.
Where you at? Downtown's always popping.
Right. Downtown.
Put downtown.
Like, where you live downtown? Downtown. Central downtown.
Downtown. Right
South.
off Main.
Right. Everybody get on Main Street.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next question is for the guys. And have you ever come on overnight with Tam or Keesh?
Overnight? I don't think I did.
Yes, you have, but it's just Memphis, so I don't feel like overnight.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
stay at the hotel.
Y'all from Memphis? Or
I'm
you're
from
from
Memphis.
Memphis?
He's from Tampa, but I had an overnight in Memphis, and I was just like, come with me. He was like, okay, like, you just stay home at my parents' house. I'm just chilling.
Oh, that's cute.
Went downtown, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got that barbecue. That Memphis barbecue.
Yeah.
It's subpar.
I don't know.
As a
Love
Texan,
I like it better than the Texas barbecue though.
I'm sorry, where have you eaten?
Texas barbecue.
Have you had Terry Black's in Austin?
Nah.
Listen, Terry Black's fire. What's the place in DFW? God, I gotta think about it, but I'm for sure to let you know.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Winter Smokehouse. There it goes. Winter Smokehouse
So we gotta go
in DFW.
Okay.
You gotta go to the one in Eau Claire.
Okay, wait, your wedding is in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we gonna go.
Bet.
Bet. Yeah. It's Winter Smokehouse. I stand behind Winter Smokehouse with my heart and soul. Their barbecue is fire.
I like the Texas home cooked barbecue. Right?
Like when your uncle make it
Yeah,
himself.
real something like that.
It makes sense.
So no, when you barbecue,
That chain barbecue.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
when you barbecue, that really be like.
Yeah, but I thought you like barbecue.
No, but only I don't like his. It's so good, like girl. I'm like, you are the real king. Like I'm finna get him an apron and everything. Like he,
Wow.
I be talking mess, but he really do be on real.
He did this great job.
That's his thing. Yeah. That's him.
Oh,
I
perfect.
love when he going green. He come in talking about smoke. I be like, ooh, I got smoke.
I got smoke plans. Where's my dark meat? Yeah. Nerd. So we gotta pit in the back, so we for sure gonna have to barbecue and do some stuff on the patio
Yeah.
and hang out soon. So, okay, wait, Sofo, you gotta answer the question.
What question? Where are we?
Oh, you've never been on an overnight with me, though.
Technically, but not really.
What,
Like, you
technically?
came here, and then we've been in Dallas.
Oh, yeah. You did come on. So,
Yeah, in
technically,
Austin.
okay, so technically he has come on the overnight with me, but he didn't fly.
Oh, so he didn't see you like in action.
Yeah, nah. He
So,
drove to Austin, and he drove to Dallas. He drove to Dallas that Valentine's Day when he actually his girlfriend and I had in Dallas overnight. And then he drove to Austin, out of Austin overnight, and so he just was 2.5 hours away, 3 hours away.
Not long, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and so I was like, come.
So he really didn't use his benefits.
Yeah, no, girl, this man, when I say he hates flying on benefits,
Oh man.
this man hates flying on benefits. He'll be like, yeah, no, I'm not coming. We had a bad
I mean, it's
experience.
a whole little thing with standby. Like,
Yeah, we had a bad experience. And it was during the pandemic. Middle seats were blocked off. Like, you know, there was limited space and availability. And we got stuck in Atlanta. And we ended up having to, there was always a seat for me, but never a seat for him.
Oh, I haven't read it.
Yeah, and so we had to buy a ticket to him for him to get to LA from Atlanta on one of those airlines that has a green symbol and they have animals on their airplane. That airline, and the ones that was gonna buy the Ghost Airlines.
Okay.
They were gonna buy Ghost and they did not because it's a lot happening.
Oh man, trying to put it together.
Right, I'm trying to put it together. I'm trying to put it together. Copyright free. No, shut up. Didn't mention you. Anywho, yeah, so he just drove. He got stuck, and so he was like, I hate standby.
How did we
I
do
hate
it
it.
when I went to DMV? How did I do it like that?
So we did do standby going to DC because his dad was here from Ethiopia, and his sister lives in DC, and the majority of his dad's side, Ethiopian side, lives in DC. We did standby then, but it was open. Like the pandemic was like less. It was easy. The middle seats wasn't blocked off. We didn't have a hard time with standby. So he was like, okay, I like this. This is fine. But any other time, no, I'm not going.
Well, that sucks that you didn't get to see her in action. I worked with her twice, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's so cool twice. And even though she didn't put me in the front every time, because she was a singer.
Did I put you in the front?
Yeah, both times.
That's crazy.
Senior to me,
Because
so.
now I hate now I hate working the back.
Really?
Oh God, I cringe from the depths of my soul when I have to work the back. And it's like,
I prefer the back because I do not like greeting everybody, like they all in my face, like, and then at the end, it's like, can you just like
please make me flight leader. Please make me.
No.
I will be flight leader. I will serve those first class passengers and give them a first class experience. In the back, my anxiety. And you know how you flight attendants have a very like facade, like I would say like a mask. Even when it comes to online dating, like we have to make sure we're like these flight attendant Barbies.
Right.
And so we have this face and this mask that we put on. So even working in the back or even with online dating, I have to make sure I can take this mask off with you. At work, you can't take the mask off.
Right.
Online dating, I'm gonna keep my mask on until I find out if you're a weirdo or not. Then I might let you know where I work at. I might let you know I don't drive city bus. Just like my profile say, public transportation.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, so back to online dating. There's lots of flight attendants out there that want to know like safety tips when it comes to online dating. And can you expect, safety tips, and then we'll go into, should you expect to find that everybody you meet online is gonna be your husband or gonna be your wife? Let's talk about safety tips first. Turn your location off. Or remember to turn it off.
Yeah.
Or on. I don't know. Whatever your preference is, please be safe. Don't link up in somebody's first night. There are serial killers out here.
Smart. Because
Meet at a public place.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Busy place, yeah.
Where did y'all have y'all first date?
Papa Do's.
Really?
On her side of town.
Yes.
Papa Do's, cause when we was on Hinge, we was going back and forth and stuff like that. Like in the middle of the conversation, she was like, "Well, if you want to take me on a date, I'm free Thursday."
No, you have to let them know because, like, look, if you don't want to take me on a date, I'm gonna pick up a trip or something. Like,
Yeah. So I was like, all right. I was like, 8 o'clock o'clock good? She was like, yeah, that's good. So, yeah,
That's
so
perfect.
I got there a little early. And so the whole time I'm getting ready, like I'm just texting her, like letting her know when I leave, letting her know when I'm 10 minutes away, let her know when I'm there.
You want to go to the next question?
What happened?
This girl was 40 minutes late.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
40 minutes late.
That's crazy.
So we don't go to the next question.
And it was on her side of town, so she was down the street. 40 minutes late.
I had no reason to be late either. I was literally just taking my time, just doing my makeup like, oh, they at 8 o'clock. All right. What time is it? 8:30. Oh, okay. I guess I should leave now. Yeah. But look, I'm here now.
I agree. She's here now.
Right.
That's what matters most. She's still the one you chose late and all. So, what was our first date?
I remember
Muscle Maker Grill.
with the Muscle Maker Grill.
So,
First off, we ain't never did that before.
I was on thinking everything.
That's why it was so funny.
Y'all do that every time y'all tell somebody.
Right, where you eat Muscle Maker Grill? You're supposed to hit it, kind of. We're gonna work on that.
And you know, I made sure I was early. You know, maybe a bit too early.
Next question.
You know, because
We can go to the next.
maybe half an hour later, no, she came.
Okay, so it's probably a
It's a flight attendant
It's a
day.
flight
It's
attendant
like
day.
that.
That's what
We
it
have
is.
to be on time for everything else. Like, let us some slack. Let us be late sometime when we can be late.
We supposed to come and work out together.
We
afterwards.
were
I was
supposed to
like,
work
man,
out together. Our first date was to the gym,
because you want to see them
Oh, that's dope.
flex.
but we didn't make it to
Okay.
the gym.
Yeah, we didn't really. I mean, I made it. I went to the 24 next door. Did shoulders. I remember it vividly.
And I went after our date, didn't I?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I think I went after our date because I was supposed to work out with him, and then we were gonna go to Muscle Maker Grill, whatever the case may be. But I think we just made it Muscle Maker Grill, and I was 40 minutes late. 30 minutes.
Okay.
You were 40 minutes. I was 30 minutes. It's okay.
But I think I was 30 minutes too. I don't think I
I
was.
was 40. I was like, alright.
Mom's 30. Now, next question. What was the next question was? Oh, please don't expect to meet your husband or wife automatically online. Like,
Yeah.
I had quite a few online failures to where I was just like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm done with online dating. Matter of fact, I wasn't even dating online when you and I got back together. I wasn't even dating online. We were already friends on Facebook, and he slid back into my DMs after a couple years. So.
Because we did that first time, and then silent. Then we did a second session. And I remember because you was tired when we went out. You was just sitting there like,
I'm probably falling asleep.
yeah, she was almost falling asleep. It made you laugh like a couple times. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm in bed. And like, I think I made Asian food.
You probably did.
wow.
So when I was coming to Houston, cause when he first was sick, the second time we started talking, he slid back in my DMs and I was based in New York. He was like, "Can you pick up some Houston overnights so we can like go on dates or whatever?" Things like, "How can you get down here more often?" I was like, "Okay, I can pick up some overnights." So I'm picking up overnights and we like go out to eat. Majority of the time we just went out to eat. And I'm sitting, I come off work, I'm tired, but I'm here for the food and for a good time. And I ended up being engaged to this man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, like what I would tell everybody when we was dating or on the apps and stuff like that, I would always tell the girls like, I'm not looking for a relationship. Like if it happens, it happens. But I wasn't on there looking for a relationship.
You were?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
We definitely.
It happened by accident.
Yeah. But it was just like it wasn't forced. It was just natural.
Yeah.
Like for her, so.
Agreed. I will say that I was not online dating, but I was dating in New York. And New York is a city for singles. Like, especially as flight attendants, New York is if you're gonna date online, New York is the city to do it as a flight attendant. I don't think New York men deserve Texas Southern women. Specifically, New York men do not deserve women from Texas, because the few that I did meet that did slide me to not dating online anymore, they didn't desert me. And when I tell y'all, New York was fun dating online, but it was overwhelming because there's so many people online. And you go out with some people. I met a guy. Bad online dating story. I met a guy online in New York, and he was probably the last guy I met online. And my roommate, she was a flight attendant too. She met a guy online, so we were like, we go on a double date. We can meet these guys for the first time together. And we went to this brewery. Granted, I don't even drink beer. And the guy's profile that I was there to meet, I don't even remember it saying his height. I don't remember it saying his height, but I'm 5'4", like barely 5'5" on a good day.
37.5.
No, he was 7 inches tall. Like he was. You know what? That's ugly. This man, if I'm 5'4", he was 5'2".
Oh.
But he was in his profile picture, like in his pictures, he was very handsome. He went to the gym. Like he knew how to work his angles. I thought this man was tall. We pulled up to that brewery and he walked up to me and I was like I'm looking down at you now. Cause I also have heels on, like I have wedges on.
Sorry, was you looking for me?
Right. So the night got worse. We're drinking beer, and I'm like, okay, whatever has the highest alcohol percentages to get me through this horrible night. And so I'm drinking this beer darker than my chocolate skin, and the alcohol percentage was like 15 something. Like, it was ridiculous. And so I'm drinking, and it's slowly creeping up on me like a dark brown beer or something. Like it's about to get me. And I can feel myself, like, okay, we need to go home. My friend was still having a good time with her date. I was okay having a good time with this guy because he kept making me laugh, but that's what short guys do. They got all the jokes. And so,
like my uncle.
Sorry, so he was like, well, you ready to go? Like, we can go somewhere else. We tried to go down to a bar down the street. Went somewhere else. And it was getting to me. Like, the alcohol trying to walk, it was getting to me. I was like, I need to lay down. He was like, we can go back to my place. It's right around the block. And me think, if everybody had my location, they needed to have my location. And this was extremely unsafe. Do not do this. Thank God I lived to see another day, but I was extremely embarrassed, and that's what I did because karma doesn't play. And so I get to his house, and first off, basements are stupid. Every house in New York has a basement. And he's like, I rent out the basement, like that's my apartment. Like that's what they rent out. Like they'll rent out somebody's entire basement, and that's like a deficiency. I'm like, all right, whatever. And so there's so many doors because you don't know what's a closet, what's a hallway, what's a bedroom, what's a bathroom. It's stupid because basements are dumb. We don't have basements in Texas. Right. Anywho, so I'm feeling woozy because I had to come down these stairs, walk down the street, rah. So my stomach is like, yeah, you gotta find a bathroom. So you know how you feel yourself about to throw up? And so I'm like, hey, where's your bathroom? And he's like, what? Why you gotta use the bathroom? I was like, I gotta throw up. And so I'm feeling it. Come here, your mouth get the water. And I was like, I need to go. I need a bath. He was like, that door right there. I'm drunk. I look down a dark hallway. It's 5 different doors. He said, that door right there where your hand is. He meant left hand, not right hand. And when I opened that right hand door, before I knew it, the door was coming out, and it was his closet.
Oh, okay.
I threw up on everything in that man's closet.
From beer.
From beer.
Wow.
Beer. And for whatever reason, we was mixing whiskey shots with beer. And anywho, I threw up on everything in that man's closet. And what's even funnier is, like, I didn't talk to him after that day. Granted, I paid for the dry cleaning for everything in his closet because I'm a classy young woman. And so I paid for the dry cleaning after that. But he like took care of me or whatever that night. Went to bed, woke up. I was like embarrassed. Paid for the dry cleaning. Never spoke to him again after that because I'm the queen of ghosting somebody. Literally, it's sad. When I was online dating, I will ghost you at the drop of a hat. So didn't speak to him ever again. Like I didn't block him because I don't block nobody. There's only one person on my block list right now.
I'm the opposite.
And I don't block nobody because I want you to see everything. So I didn't block him, but I just stopped talking to him and I ghosted him. So he got the hint after he would take the a couple times. Then y'all remember like what was it during the pandemic when what's that app called? It's like a radio. It's a talking app. Everybody was on it.
Talking app?
Yeah.
Like walkie talkie?
Yeah, not walkie talkie, but like come in rooms.
Clubhouse.
When Clubhouse got popping, my friend invited me to Clubhouse. This man had an invitation on that. Everybody went on that. My friend invited me to Clubhouse. So I'm on Clubhouse. She's like, oh, we can open up your new room. And so people from my contacts were seeing that I was on Clubhouse, I was in a room, so you know they come in or whatever. And so he came in, and my friend was asked, she was the host of my new room, so she was like, well, say how you know Keisha, this, and that. And he was like, I'm such and such, because I won't say his name. I'm such and such, and I want to date with Keisha. And I looked at this phone, and I was like, ain't no way. I don't remember this man. And he was like, you don't remember? And I was like, no, I don't remember. And he was like, we went out to New York, we went to the brewery, and then my closet, and I was like, embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, get off Clubhouse. And my friend was like, no, and Barbie was like 25 people in the room by now. And she was, everyone was like, no, we want to know what happened in the closet. And they think I did something like freaky in the closet. No, I threw up on this man's clothes, and I ghosted him, and now he's on my Clubhouse room. Hey, actually, do I remember him? No, I forgot that night on purpose. What are you doing here? What? That was probably my worst online dating story. Right, now you watching this. Sorry, sir. I mean, I wasn't the woman for you. Y'all don't deserve Texas Southern women. After I threw up in his closet, that is... I'm gonna put my ego in the closet. I'm sorry. Well, that was my worst dating story, online dating story. But yes, please be careful out there when y'all are online dating.
For sure.
It gets wild. We met our fiancé, future husbands, online by not forcing things.
Yeah, for sure.
No expectations when you're online dating. Because you could expect Prince Charming and end up with a serial killer.
Yeah, because that's what I'm used to where I'm from. Like, it's no good men out there. Everybody's a bad apple where I'm from. So I was blessed. I was literally praying for this man. He just felt like, oh, and I was like, hallelujah.
I'm so glad.
I was praying and I was just like, thank you. And I thank him every day.
See, I make jokes. I make jokes and people are like, what were you doing before you started seriously dating Sofo? I'm like, I was pimping. And people are like, oh, you were pimping. I was serial dating. I was serial dating. There was a guy in New York that I almost was with, but then Sofo like swooped in like a thief in the night. Was like, I'll take that back, thank you. Yeah. And people like, oh, did you expect? First off, if y'all would have told me, you know how people you like see you do little quizzes on Facebook or whatever, and it'd be like, you've already met the love of your life, and I'd be like, where? You already met your future husband. Who? And I'm looking like, you think back like, I wouldn't date him, rah, rah, rah. Sofo is literally an older version of my brother. Mm-hmm. And so when we started dating, it was like, he is very familiar to me. So it wasn't forced.
Wait, hold on. You mean my brother?
That's my brother.
No. My brother now.
We have this argument literally every other day. Those are my siblings. David is my brother.
No, it's my brother.
That's crazy. Anywho, he's the older version of my brother, and people be like, "Oh, he's a gamer." They be like, "Oh, it doesn't bother you that he plays games?" Like, no. First off, his dating profile said that he was a gamer. Second, my brother plays games all the time, so even when he's sitting here playing the game, like, "Oh, it's me time." Like some girls be like, "Get off the game, it's me time." I'm like, "No, let me just sit next to you, because I'm just gonna sit next to you and get on the game with you." Or I'm gonna just watch some of my iPad.
Exactly. I don't understand why girls keep saying like, my man still getting on that. I'm like, girl, so he's safe, he's at home, he's not out doing dumb stuff. Like, girl, I literally just snuggle up right next to him and just go to sleep or cheer him on.
Listen,
you think he's safe in the world? What you play, Call of Duty? So I'll be like, yeah, save the world, babe.
I'm new to Call of Duty. I'm playing and I quit. We'll talk about that. Another thing for flight attendants out there dating online. I wouldn't say, I have like reserves about dating within the aviation industry. Like,
same.
I for sure knew that, because I dated a pilot before, and that's another episode. I've dated a pilot and it was a lot. Finding somebody online outside of the industry that had a hobby, like had something else to do other than consume their time with me, and then I'm not at home, was easy. Like, they be like, you don't have first off, my insecurities are what, people deal with their insecurities different. I don't have it, this man doesn't give me anything to be insecure about, because I already know where he at. On the couch, playing the game, or at the gym. Or at work, but then he works from home majority of the time. So it's like, I don't know, like when it comes to dating online, really weigh your pros and cons when it comes to meeting people.
You have to be trusting, make sure you trust whoever you're trying to date.
But then don't just trust them so easy, because serial killers are online.
Exactly.
Any other advice for online dating, y'all?
Nah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, no expectations.
Yeah,
No expectations. Just go out, have fun. If it work, you work. If it don't work, it don't work. Go to the next one.
Yeah.
It is what it
Don't,
is.
Serial
don't
date.
Don't force it.
Safely serial date.
Yeah.
But also be honest though.
Right.
Be
Oh
just-
yeah.
Like I would let girls know like you're not the only one.
You told him that?
Yeah. Like I'll be honest from the jump. Yeah. And it's like if you're not with it, cool. You leave if you with it.
That is never a conversation a man has had with me online.
Nah.
Keep it
Ever.
real.
I've let some,
Keep it real.
I let some know, like, you know, hey, I'm out here dating before it gets serious.
Yeah.
I mean, once it gets serious, even if you're trying to, if it gets serious and then it still doesn't work out, that's when you don't tell them. You know, I made that mistake and said, hey, I'm trying to try.
What?
Listen.
You told her that?
Yes.
I mean, of
But-
course
but
you
she
told
was-
her that.
And she was cool. She was cool, so I was like, you know, we can still be friends, but like, you know, we could. I didn't realize that.
You can't do that.
No.
That's why I ghost them.
Yeah.
That's so toxic. It's so toxic.
Yeah.
I've never had a man be that open with me online or period to tell me that he was dating other women. I've always come across the men that didn't want me to think that there was another contender. Like the men that I would date, they wanted me to think that I was the only woman that they were dating. And so I never thought he dating somebody else. Granted, I don't do competition, so I mean, even if you were dating around, say okay, have fun with that. I'm gonna do my thing too.
Yeah.
But we never had to be like, hey, we're dating other people. I really never had that conversation with people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're dating other people, huh?
Yeah.
Get out of my business.
I kind of made that and had to tell him, like, yo, I'm not dating anybody else. So if you looking for a relationship, I mean, you single, I'm single, we need to. I was just throwing it in the air.
Yeah.
But he didn't ask to be in a relationship with me. Nobody asked. We just fell into a relationship.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
How y'all go from online dating to falling into a relationship?
Cause she told me she loved me.
I did. Okay, no. I did. No.
This escalated so fast.
No. Okay, I mistakenly said it. So I didn't even say I love you. I was just like,
Nah. We was at Top Golf.
Oh,
We
location.
was at Top Golf. And yeah. Well, that was when I had met your parents. I met her parents. And so yeah, we told each other bye, like give a kiss and everything. And she was like, alright, love you. I mean, call you later.
I didn't say you. All right, look.
You know what's funny? He did the same thing. He did the same thing. Well, my on that overnight when he asked me to be his girlfriend, when he drove to Dallas, when he left and he walked me downstairs to get on the crew van, right? And he dragged my bag. First off, men don't know how. Flight attendants dating men that aren't in the aviation industry, they do not know how to carry your flight attendant bags. They will drag them, knock them over. They do not get the mechanism. This man Durner drug a hole in my bag. But anyway, we get out to the van and the van driver is putting my bags in the van and I'm like, all right, call you later, kiss. Like, he's like, all right, love you, bye. And I was like, oh, he told me he loved me. But he walked away so fast, I think he realized he told me he loved me.
I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah, we was only together for less than 24 hours.
I made it a thing though.
Wow. Period.
I was like, oh, you said it first.
You did.
I literally got the house like, Mom, I think I just told him that I love him, but I didn't think I didn't mean to say it. She was like, well, you do. I'm like,
That's cute.
I didn't want to tell him first.
I told my mom, I said, she just told me she loved me. I was like, she tried to act like it was, she did it on accident. She was like, nah, I wouldn't hurt you.
It was racing. She felt that.
Yeah, I love you.
She felt that. I don't think when it comes to, have there been many men that I met online that I told I love? No. There are probably 2 men that I met online that I've admitted to loving and I engaged to.
I wouldn't have said it to him because I was like, I ain't take them. When I was online dating, like for real, like I think I was on Tinder. No, I didn't even take it serious. I didn't have no dates or anything. I just had that date when I was on Hinge, and I think it was in Midland. But no, like it wasn't nothing serious. But he's the only guy that I was just like, oh, I love you. But really crazy.
Yeah. That's
Stuff
cute.
with me. I'm not going nowhere. Like, it's done.
This is it. Now you can't, again, I can't stress enough, don't expect things out of people when you meet them online. It's best to go in, like Vince said, no expectations.
Yeah.
When Sofo was like, I didn't expect anything out of anything. So yeah, no expectations. Take people for face value when you're dating online. And usually, like the saying is, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Don't believe them until they prove that they are who they are.
Right.
And then don't be so like vulnerable to just, lay all your business out there online. Because there are stalkers.
For sure.
There are people out there that prey on flight attendants online. Like they will literally put their location at the airport or something.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I'll never forget that pistol whip video they show you in training. Where the man called the maintenance guy, called the flight attendant's room.
Oh, yeah.
And he had been following her. And he called her from the phone down the hallway in the hotel. And was like, oh, we're coming to check your fire smoke detector in your hotel room. First off, it's 8:30 at night. If the battery dead, this is dead. At this point, you're not coming in here.
Check it in the morning.
Right, and she gonna open the door. She was like, okay, fine. And you knock. I'm here to check the maintenance. And she opened the door and he pistol whipped her.
That dude's creative. How do you?
Wow.
I ain't thinking that one.
I didn't think of that. Wow. Yeah. And I think it was the episode before last. You gotta be ready for a pistol whip.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So don't be so open and vulnerable as flight attendants. The same safety precautions you take as as a flight attendant in your hotel rooms and on your overnights and walking out and about with your crew or even by yourself exploring. Take those same precautions when it comes to online dating.
Yes.
And
The
learn.
world is crazy.
Absolutely. And lastly, just learn how to serial date if you're online dating.
And there was a couple of times where I was, it felt like my life was in danger or something.
With me?
No, it's online dating.
I'm gonna say I put it like
It was like, I don't know this person, we gotta be in public. I don't know who you are, I don't know what you do.
You met sketchy women on,
I mean, I felt like it. I mean, yeah, I know that. But I felt like it.
yeah, they were sketchy.
They weren't sketchy, but still, you just gotta be safe.
At what point during online dates will you see when you went on an online date with somebody online and you were like, you know what? Yeah, nah. Like what point in that day? Remember this question because I want y'all to answer it. What point during that day you were like, yeah, nah. Abort mission.
I know there was one where about a good 15 minutes into the day,
Oh, darn. She made it for She made it. Yeah.
I told myself, nah, I need to go.
What did she do?
I need to go. She had too much hair on her arm. She was talking about some stuff I don't
On
know.
her arm or under arm? Under her arms.
She
Okay.
was talking about some stuff that I really don't believe and fool with. She was getting a bit too extra. She seemed attached. Have you talking about it too?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I was like, I need to go.
She's gonna sacrifice me
Oh,
last week.
okay.
With your kidneys gone.
I was like, hey, I got somewhere to leave. I need to go to the gym.
Yeah. It's always an escape. And then do never give up your home address or
Right.
your
That's a given. Like
personal
that's
information of people online. I don't care how savvy they are with their words. 'Cause there's some good talkers out there.
Mhm.
I don't care how savvy they are with their lingo. Don't ever feel comfortable enough to just give something. Oh, you can meet me at my house. What?
Right.
What about y'all? You ever been on an online date where you was like, you know what? This ain't gonna make this is not gonna happen.
I mean, something.
Before you throw up in the closet.
Just that one time for me with that guy, it's my best, and I was like, yes, that.
Makes sense.
For me, it wasn't really a date, but just talking to them on Tinder, actually. I kind of got a hint that it was a guy.
How? How'd you know?
Because the way the conversation was going, they was asking questions like, are you open, and would you be down to try new things? And so the first thing I do is I'll ask for Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
So I can see the page.
I had to scope it out.
Yeah,
Right.
they wouldn't give me like the page and all that. I was like, oh. But yeah, the conversation was just going weird.
You can tell.
But yeah,
Something's
it
up.
was strange. It was
Say,
like,
big dog, you trying to
It's
say?
you
Say
got
big
the Chinese
dog.
stuff. That's I'm straight.
No, I'm good. It's not my avenue.
Exactly.
We actually, me and my friends, when we were in high school, we used to go on AOL chat room, and we randomly, talk to people. There was a situation like that where it was somebody claiming they were a female from Houston, but they was typing like they were a dude. And it was funny because
Okay.
he said, I don't know, you seem sketchy. You seem like you're a guy. And the person responded back, nah, trust me, I'm a girl. Just like that. No. It was like, oh wow.
That's me.
I was like, oh,
It's
shit.
me.
That's me. And if that's not what you're looking for, that's not what you're looking for.
It was hilarious.
Be honest. Being honest. This is going to sound like it's going to contradict itself when I say this. Being honest when it comes to online dating is the best policy, but don't be too open.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes
Be
sense.
honest as in, to an extent.
And you gotta know your business.
Yeah, they ain't gotta know your business, but like, don't be a liar. Don't like fully catfish. I still don't think you catfish.
It's a
Nah, she
But don't
did.
fully catfish somebody. But also, don't sell them a package you're not offering.
yeah.
Like, especially when it comes to like online pictures. Like when you post your online profile, like if you're not gonna, it'd be different if I posted the pictures in the gym and I didn't go to the gym. Like you expecting a woman that goes to the gym, and you only came to my profile because her gym pics look nice, we can work out together, and we did not. Like, but y'all know I go to the gym. But that's what I mean. Like, make sure the person that you are portraying online, that's the quote unquote not package that you're selling, but that's what you're presenting.
Yeah.
I will say though, when I did meet her in person, she did look better than her pictures.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, because I was taking my time.
But I still wasn't
I'll make
sure
it
though. When she walked in, I was like, is that her? I was like, nah, she had her hair shaved in the pictures.
You know, I want to say, like,
That's
oh,
weird.
hello.
He told me yesterday that I was smaller when we first met. But granted, that was 2017. I was 24.
Youngsters.
Yeah, I was 24.
Did I catfish you on my pictures? Or
No,
did
you
I come
didn't.
off? I'm just pretty much that's how I look.
You were his pictures were very like,
I really like. I don't
I'm
do
cool,
pictures.
laid back with locks, with long hair. And I go to the gym and I play video games. And that was simple enough for me to be like, yeah, he ain't gonna be into too much. Then I can talk to him. Because when I tried to online date somebody that was the same, like, I wouldn't say outgoing, like he's not outgoing, but like the same type of extrovert that I am, it just didn't work. Literally opposites attract. Like, he is such an introvert and I'm an extroverted introvert. So it works. It works. But he did tell me, he was like, he told me yesterday, when we first started dating, that first time, you were a lot smaller. He didn't say it like in a negative way. He was just like, you've gotten bigger since then. And I was thinking, I was like, immediately to the defense, I already knew what it was. I was 24, 25.
You were cutting too.
Yeah, and I was in my prime bodybuilding season. I was 24, 25 years old. Right now I'm sitting at 31 in my grown woman weight. So it's like, of course I was smaller. Of course I was smaller. But did I catfish you for my pictures?
No. No.
Okay, I was like,
Okay, good. Right. What else are we at?
Do you think I look the same in my pictures?
well, yeah, you did. Yeah, some pictures you had, I know you had that picture where you had your hat on. I was like, oh, like, that's cute, but you had both. You had multiple pictures. I was like, okay, I can see different ways how you would. Yeah, but
That's
you didn't
perfect.
catfish me.
When it comes to online dating, and I'm not an expert at online dating, I'm just telling you guys what I've learned throughout my journey of dating online. Don't portray that you're there for sex if you're not there for sex. Granted, don't be there for sex, but that's just between you and the person you pray to. But I will say, don't like get upset when you posting like one of them booty gym pics in the mirror, like from the back, boom,
Right.
or like one of the pictures like from up here and it's showing everything, and or you take a picture and all you see is breast, and the man comes off. I want to put my face in your chest,
Yeah.
or like when you gonna let me hit, or something like off the wall. It's probably why you're having horrible online dating experiences because what you got on the shelf, they looking for what you got on the shelf.
Yeah.
So what you got on the shelf? What the pictures look like?
Right.
Yeah.
See, mine was all classy because I was in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
On
Yeah.
all of them though. But
That's crazy that you want all your pictures to be in the same
The different poses, like.
yeah, I had photo shoot. It was my photo shoot.
It was not
I
fun.
really want to show y'all my pictures because it was really cute.
Yeah, they weren't bad pictures at all.
I mean, y'all
Of course not.
engaged now.
Yeah.
It could have been bad pictures.
Nah, they weren't bad
I
pictures.
don't know, because my roommate took it and he's a damn good photographer. And he was telling me like, aren't you so? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna put these on my phone when I get one. And I
That's
got
cute.
one. I use it and got you. So period. It
That's what
works.
she said. Again, top 3 takeaways from this episode, and we are for sure going to have Mr. and the future Mr. and Mrs. Larimore, the Larimores.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. I like that.
We gonna have, we will for sure have the Larimores kicking it with Keesh with the future Belettius more often.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll get more of these episodes. And they'll be, not even just about relationship stuff, wide range, because we like these guys and we don't mind them our own. So, the top 3 takeaways from this episode about dating online would be careful,
Be smart.
be smart,
Be honest.
be honest, but not too honest. Be careful, be smart,
All right, let's
be honest.
tone down the toxic stuff.
Not too.
Be honest, but not too open. It's okay. It's okay. Professional ghost here.
Listen, I don't ghost nobody. Who am I got? I don't ghost nobody. Like when you on my social media now, you see it. Like you see his face. You scroll far enough within the pictures, she taken. I don't ghost people now. I will ignore a message. I am queen at ignoring messages.
Oh, I just don't open it.
Oh no, I'm gonna sit here and open it right next to him. Babe, look at this. Look what he said. I'm gonna sit here and open it right next to him. Right, and people like, oh, now granted, I ain't checking phones. Last time I checked the man's phone, I lost 32 pounds in 7 days. I ain't checking nobody's phone.
She be all in my phone.
No, I don't need liquid messages though. I like if my phone on the charger and I need some entertainment, I'm gonna scroll on Instagram.
She get on my Instagram.
Is that my fault?
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild. Not to say that's wild, like this. Not to say that you shouldn't. Like that is a very open level that
Yeah, I ain't
people
hiding.
do not discuss.
But it is such thing as privacy. Like,
I don't be doing the most though. I don't be like
she
texting
be going through
people,
my pictures and stuff. I be trying to surprise her. She just be going through my pictures. What is
Yeah,
this?
for
Like,
real.
I didn't know.
Oh, I ain't
Try to
good.
surprise
I
you,
didn't know
know.
right away.
You try to surprise people. I'm like, oh, she can't see this. Showing her friends the ring and everything. Gotta hide my phone too.
I can't
In
even.
case.
I can't even keep the ring picture in my phone because I know she be on my phone. Like,
Yeah.
I would have just cried. Like,
Oh yeah, no, I don't check phones. So if anything is in any of his devices, I don't check phones. Like I don't care if we've been married and we trust each other. Like we can do the trust fall off of Mount Everest, and you gonna catch me to the top of Mount Everest at the bottom. I'm not checking nobody's phone.
See, this phone's special, so nothing comes to it.
Work phone,
And then this phone don't even have
service. That's the internet phone.
Yeah.
So if anything was gonna be in the phone, it would be in that one. But I trust him. I'm not looking through his phone.
You know my passcode is her phone.
It's my old phone.
Yeah. I'm a phone. I don't need it. I didn't need a phone really. I
But-
know the people I need to contact.
Anywho, that's another level. That's a deep. We're gonna talk about trust issues on one of these episodes, and it's not an issue that y'all have, but that is deep. We will get into that next episode. One of these episodes. We gotta just get into it.
yeah,
Next
it's
week.
fun.
Next week. Let's just get next week. Alright guys, my name is Keisha Carter. You're watching Kickin' It with Keish and we kicked it. Bye guys. How long are you supposed to hold it?